What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, we have a full Quick Claw Pokemon team. Now this is a very exciting team as the item Quick Claw grants the user priority in speed, which made for some amazing battles, so you gotta stick around and watch this entire video, people. I got some good ones for you. Alright, so the question of today is, so I have Pokemon, we're in real life, people. What would be the fastest Pokemon? Let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear your answer. I'd say Ninjask because it's a little fly and it's buzzing around like a million miles an hour. What would your answer be? Put it below in the comment section. This was a battle on my chat against Skylar, so if you do want to battle me, that's in the description of the video too. Now, I did upload a video today about the shiny Hooper appearing from McDonald's again. Make sure you've already checked that one out. Okay, so we have a Quick Claw Rampardos lead. This was a special set. So we've got a Finneon lead, and my opponent is also using a theme team too. So this is the Ancient Power, Fire Blast, Focus Miss, Ice Beam set with Sheer Force, and of course, Quick Claw, Max Health, Max Special Attack. I get 2 Ancient Power activations right in a row, and Finneon is going to go down in the deep. So a very, very brilliant start. Now, I'm not joking, right? Out of all the battles I use this Rampardos, the Rampardos would activate Quick Claw on the first turn, like every time. It was like insane. It was scary by the end. So now we got the Stantler coming in. Now I'm going to go for Focus Miss this time. However, we got a special Stantler here, which is going to go for the Energy Ball, and that's going to be way too much for Rampardos to live, and he is down. But did a good job. Guys, I got rid of a Finneon. I can't really hope for more than that. So now swapping in Fortress. Now I've used this set a couple of times. This is my Power Trick Fortress. So we've got Max Health and Max Defense EVs. So we're going to go for Power Trick right now. What Power Trick does, if you don't know, it's going to swap the raw stat of defense and attack around. Obviously, stat boosts aren't taken into account. So I'm going to switch my attack and defense. So my big defense on Fortress has now become my attack, and my okay attack has now come to defense. So we've got a Mud Slap, annoying Mud Slip, Lily here. I've got Bug Bite as my main stab move. I've also got Gyro Ball as well. Now, sturdy ability on this one too, and it works pretty damn good. So Bug Bite is a 3-hit KO. Now we've got the Lily going for the Recover, which is annoying. So I'm not going to be able to take this one out without a critical hit or a Quick Claw activation like twice in a row. So going for yet another Bug Bite. I thought I may as well stay into this one because I've done Power Trick and I may get lucky with a Quick Claw activation. So I'm going to get hit by another Mud Slap from the Lily, dropping my accuracy again. I get another Bug Bite off and it lands this time. So I was thinking, I might be able to finish. I'm just going to go for Gyro Ball here. I get a Quick Claw activation on this one, and now I'm going to go for the Gyro Ball, finishing off the Lily. Man, that was really good because that could have gone for another Recover and healed itself off and just kept stalling me out with the Mud Slap until I just missed every move. So that was very, very good. Now we got the Archeops coming in. Now this is always a dangerous Pokemon. I went for the Gyro Ball here, however, it's going to be a special set, going for the Heat Wave, and there's no way in the wide world of Forestresses I am going to live that one. But that's all good. Fortress did a solid job taking out that bulky Lily. So now we got Go-Goat. This was more of it's like a stally kind of annoying set, but it actually worked quite well in a lot of the battles. So on this set, we've got Leech Seed, Swagger, Toxic, and Attract. Obviously, we got the ability as Sap Sipper just to absorb any grass type moves, and the item, of course, is Quick Claw, Max Health, and Max Special Defense with a boosting Special Defense nature, and just dropping the Special Attack. So now we've got the Poison on the Archeops, which is really good. Heat Wave is going to miss, and now Archeops is actually going to swap out, and we have the Stantler coming back in. Now, as soon as I seen the Stantler coming back in, I'm like, it's going to have Sap Sipper, it's going to absorb it. But we did see a special move coming from the Stantler before, so I was hoping, well, hopefully it's just a special, fully special one, not like a mixed one. So going for the Toxic, I get another activation on Quick Claw then, which was amazing. So we got the Toxic on Stantler, that's good, right? So at least I got that up. Now, the only problem is I can't use Leech Seed, it's going to use the Sap Sipper ability again. So it's going to go for the Swift. Obviously, it's a fully special set. Since I'm running a very, very bulky Go-Goat, it's not going to do too much damage. Now, I could go for the Attractee, or just keep going for the Leech Seed, and but I thought, no, let's keep going for the Swagger, and then I might go for the Attract afterwards. So we got the +2 in attack on the Stantler, which is good. So I'm hoping it can hit itself in Confusion, right? That'd be really good because it's already got an attack boost from that as well, which is going to, it's got a decent attack stat, which will do some nice damage. However, now we got the Stantler swapping out. It doesn't want anything to do with that Hax at all, and we have the Archeops coming back in. So I went for the swap here on this turn too because there wasn't a lot I could do. Like I couldn't attract it. I had to save that for another Pokemon later on in the game. So swapping in Parasect. Now Parasect was the MVP. I've used this one before. The Quick Claw Parasect with Fell Stinger. However, we're going to have a Rock Slide from the Archeops. Unfortunately, the Quick Claw actually doesn't activate, and Parasect is going to go down. Man, I was so hoping I could activate that and get off the C-Bomb. More on the Parasect set a little bit later on as the battle goes down. So we've got the poison on the Archops. Maybe by now you can see what the opponent's theme team is. I've actually done one very similar myself. So going into Go-Go, I went for the Leech Seed this time. Then I was like, oh, they're going to swap back into Stantler again. I probably should have predicted that, but however, they did have a super effective move being Heat Wave, so I thought they may be tempted to actually stay in. So the Stantler's obviously going to absorb the Sap Sipper. It doesn't really matter because clearly it doesn't have any physical attacks, so that's not actually that bad. So now we've got the Stantler going for Swift again on my Go-Go. I'm going to be able to live probably another two of them. Swagger hits again, which is really nice. So I can here go for the Swagger again, or I can go for Sap Sipper. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to try and Toxic Stall this thing out and hope it hits itself in Confusion. So it's got another round of Toxic. If it hits itself in Confusion like once, it's definitely going to go down to the Poison the next turn, which is kind of what I was aiming for. Stantler hits itself in Confusion, which was beautiful. I just went for the Leech Seed to get some soul up there because they can't do anything with Sap Sipper. It's quite funny. We both got the ability Sap Sipper too. All right, so yeah, Stantler's going to get hurt by the Poison and hurt by the Confusion. Now, I was hoping that it would actually hit itself in Confusion again, and it does twice in a row, taking itself out with a Swagger Confusion. So that was brilliant, right? I didn't have to swap like another poke on it. So I went for the Leech Seed. It's not going to do anything. That's fine. Now we got number 1, 2, 3 coming in, which is the Scyther. So this is where the battle really started to heat up. The Scyther's going to go for the Bug Bite. I was thinking, oh crap, there's not a lot I can actually do to Scyther. I'm actually quite worried about this Pokemon. That's going to be a Technician Bug Bite hitting very, very hard. So now I've got Shuckle. This was my Power Trick Shuckle. Very, very similar to the Forretress we had before. Now, I've used this Shuckle a lot of times. However, the Scyther's going to go for the Toxic, right? So that's a little bit annoying. My Sturdy is now kind of broken, so I can't rely on that. So I've got Power Trick, obviously swapping Shuckle's amazing defense with its horrible attack. So now my defense is going to become basically 1, and my attack is going to come like 600 and something. It's like crazy. I've also got on this one Bug Bite, Stone Edge, and Earthquake, and Quick Claw obviously as the item. So we got the Scyther swapping out there, and now we got the female Meowstic going in. I actually went for the Stone Edge here. It actually connects, and man, it does some solid damage, taking it out in one shot. Man, you don't want to get hit by a Shuckle Stone Edge after a Power Trick. Okay, so taking a little bit of damage from the Poison. Now, but Archops and Scyther, one of them's got to swap in, and they are not going to take a Stone Edge very well at all. So Archops obviously is going to be able to outspeed me. The Quick Claw doesn't activate, and I've only got like 1 defense, so Shuckle is going to go down. So I've only got 1 more Pokemon left, and that is my Slowking. Now, Slowking is got a super effective move against both these Pokemon. However, it's going to get hit pretty hard by both of them too. So this was my Belly Drum Slowking, which is pretty dang good actually. I've got Belly Drum, Zen Headbutt, Ice Punch, and Aquatail. I've got Regenerator's ability and Quick Claw as the item. So going for Aquatail, I cannot go for a Belly Drum. It's way too risky, and Archops is going to go down. So that was really, really good. The last Pokemon is the Scyther. Now, I know this has got Bug Bite, and I know it's going to be bulky, so there's no way Ice Punch is going to be able to take it out in one shot. So I went for the Ice Punch. I couldn't possibly go for the Belly Drum. Thank goodness I didn't, so now the Ice Punch is going to land. It's about a 3-hit KO round there, very, very close. Now the Scyther's going to go for yet another Bug Bite against me. He's like, please get me in damage. And I lived on 8 health. I'm getting off the Ice Punch against the Scyther here. And this is going to be the deciding stroke if I outspeed it with Quick Claw. And I do. I get the activation on the last turn. And Ice Punch is going to be enough to actually take the Scyther out. Oh, man, that was so lucky. Quick Claw actually won me the game there. I would definitely have gone down. Thank you for the Battle Scholar, man. I would be salty. I'd be so salty after that. It was an amazing game anyway, especially Quick Claw activating at the end there. Alright, so we got another battle on my chat. This one was against Dankork. So we got a Beautifly lead here. Now, leading things off with the old faithful, get a Quick Claw activation on the first turn, going for the old trustful Ancient Power on the Beautifly. However, they're going to swap out. Man, they would have got destroyed if they stayed in there. And we got the old Kingler coming in here. So getting a Ancient Power off. And it does some pretty nice damage to Kingler. Kingler's special defense isn't, the greatest in the world either. I get another activation on the Ancient Power, and Kingler, man, it's gone. Man, Rampartus was such a good starting Pokemon. I don't know, it just activated every time. Hacker exposed. Anyway, so Kingler is down, and unfortunately, I didn't get any Ancient Power boost, but man, I couldn't have hoped for better luck than that. So now we've got Executor. I've got Ice Beam on this. I thought to go for Ice Beam instead of Fire Blast, and I actually outspeed the Executor, which was nice, and I get some real solid damage there, well over 3/4, and it's going to eat a Citrus Berry. and get some of its health back. So if this hits me with like a special grass type move, I'm definitely going to go down. And of course, it's going to go down to an energy ball. Actually, I think about it, Rare Potters went down to an energy ball in both battles. What is that? Anyway, so that's down. I can't complain about that start. That was very, very good. So now going to Parasect, I'm going to go for the Fell Stinger here and try and get some absolute Quick Claw madness. However, Executor is going to go for Protect and see that I'm going to go for the Fell Stinger. Now, Fell Stinger would have destroyed the Executor. Obviously, they're trying to get a Harvest back too on their Citrus Berry. Now, Executor is going to swap out of that one. That's not good for it to stay in there. And now we've got Wigglytuff coming in. So Wigglytuff is going to be able to resist that Fell Stinger quite easily. Now, I do have on my Parasect, I've got some good moves to actually hit this too. I decided to put Cross Poison on there to hit Fairy types. I thought that would be good. I've got Seed Bomb, Fell Stinger, and Knockoff, Max Health and Max Attack, and the ability Dry Skin with a Quick Claw. So Cross Poison fails to take it out. Wigglytuff is fairly bulky in health, and it's going to go for the Flamethrower, taking my Parasect down. But Parasect did some good damage there. I'm quite happy with that one. Now, any Pokemon is going to be able to really take this out. Wigglytuff's only a little bit of health. I thought, since it's probably a special set, Shuckle with Power Trick, I'm not actually changing up my special defense at all. So I'll be able to easily get a Power Trick up against this one and, take it out. Unfortunately for me, that Dazzling Gleam actually critical hits me, and I'm going to get the Power Trick up anyway. But that did a lot of damage, so I know that any physical attack now is going to go down. Even the special attack is going to put me in the low red too. Alright, so now Wigglytuff is going to go for yet another Dazzling Gleam on my Shuckle. Obviously, that's going to take itself out with the Life Orb. So that was all good. I was able to get up my Power Trick anyway, and Wigglytuff takes itself out there. So now we got the Kamala. There wasn't a lot I could do to this. I thought I could go for the Stone Edge here. It may have Sucker Punch. Should I go for the Power Trick? I decided to go for the Stone Edge instead, and now it's going to use the Sucker Punch, and that's going to take me out. I was very, very close going for the Power Trick again, and then I thought I could play some mind games with Power Trick. However, Shuckle goes down. It couldn't do too much this battle. So swapping in Slowking here. Once again, there wasn't a lot I could really do. Now, the Kamala's going to go for the U-turn. Unfortunately, here, I actually went for the Belly Drum. It does over half health, so the Belly Drum is going to fail. Bugger. I really wanted to get that one happening. So we got the Beautifly coming in, which is going to be a good matchup for my Slowking. Now, Slowking can't do a lot. However, it can still go for the Ice Punch. So the Beautifly is going to go for the Air Cutter. It crits me, and I almost actually went down to that one. Going for the Ice Punch. Since I've got Max Attack and Beautifly's defense is basically 0, I'm nearly going to take it out. I get another Quick Claw activation and take out the Beautifly. Man, Slowking has been the MVP with his Quick Claw activations. Beautifly is going to go down to that one. Man, I think I might try and get a Slowking sweep with this set. It's actually I don't think I've actually uploaded one on my channel. Anyway, we got the Executor coming in. I was like, well, I can hit this thing with the Ice Punch. That would be pretty good. However, Executor is going to go for the Protect again. I can't do Belly Drum or anything like that. I've just got to attack this thing right. So, on the Protect, Executor is going to be able to eat a Citrus Berry due to its Harvest ability, and that's going to be a problem because it's going to get lots of health back. Now, Executor is very, very bulky. Even like a sweeping one is still very bulky. I get another Quick Claw activation here, and I'm going to hit hard on the Ice Punch against the Executor. I knew this wouldn't be enough to take it out, but it does pretty good damage. I'm very happy with that. I get a critical hit too, so I was very, very lucky there. So now Executor is going to go for the Energy Ball and finish me off. That's my Slowking down. So this Executor was kind of a problem. I had to get rid of this, and it also had Harvest as well, which is going to get like its health back with the Citrus Berry every time. Now, after that Citrus Berry, right, they got just enough under half health, right? So the Harvest is might activate again if they use Protect. So that's a bummer. On this thing, I thought, well, I've got Bug Bite, right? That's going to be really good to go for. However, Executor goes for the Sleep Powder, and it lands on the Forretress. That's a problem. I really need my Forretress to actually take out Executor. This is my really only hope here. So now Executor is going to harvest yet another berry, and it's going to take itself basically to full health. But that doesn't matter, as I was thinking, as long as I can get a Power Trick off and get a Bug Bite off, Executor is definitely going to go down in one shot. Right, so Executor clearly doesn't have much to hit me with outside of Energy Ball. Forretress is obviously going to resist that, so that's pretty good. They could either swap here or just keep going for Energy Ball and Sleep Powder, putting him to sleep. So Executor harvests yet another berry, so I've got to take this out in one shot, right? I've got to go for the Power Trick. I can't risk going for just the normal Bug Bite. Now I'm going to be asleep again, so I was hoping I don't stay asleep for too long. I was hoping I could wake up and get that Power Trick up and then not get put back to sleep again. So Executor is going to go for yet another Energy Ball. It's about a 6 or 7 hit KO. Finally, I wake up going for the Power Trick. Like I said, I didn't want to swap out of this one because I was resisting that Energy Ball. So my attack and defense are now swapped, which isn't going to matter to the Executor enough if it does hit me, because obviously it's hitting me especially right. So now it's going to hit me another energy ball, going for the bug bite, and there's no way Executor is going to be able to live this one, and that is down, thank goodness. Now on my Fortress sets, I had as follows. We had obviously we had the Bug Bite, Power Trick, Gyro Ball, and Explosion was my other move. So I actually ate the Citrus Berry there, which was amazing, getting me some health back. So now Gyro Flinch is going to come in. Now I went for the Bug Bite again. It's going to use Stomp, so it's a Scummy Stomping set. I don't get Flinch, I'm able to get a Bug Bite off, and that's going to eat that. Giraffe rig too, so that's going to go down in one shot. So the last Pokemon is the Kamala. I've still got one Pokemon in the back. I was thinking, what am I going to be able to do to this? I've got Bug Bite, Gyro Ball, both are not going to be able to take it out. Decide to go for the Explosion. Quick Claw activates, and I'm going to get it off, which was amazing. It's going to go for the Sucker Punch, still out prioritizing that. However, my base defense is going to be enough to save me, even though I swapped my stats. And that, my friends, is game. I hope you enjoyed both these battles. Make sure you stick around for the bloopers and bonus battle. We've got some nice stuff there. And I'll see you tomorrow for another theme team. Peace out. Do, 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 do.